But right now, I do want to have a discussion about the honest reaction channels and like the problems that happen. And the reason why I want to talk about it is just why not? I think it's important for people to understand the issues that can happen with being a music reviewer or honest reaction channel and how YouTube doesn't really like it, and because fan bases don't really like it. And, you know, I believe that everyone here, like, especially in the Twitch chat, I feel like everyone in the Twitch chat watches me for my honest reaction and reviews. Also, speaking of honest reaction channels, I'm not saying I'm the only one either. That's another thing. I've seen other channels over the years, especially, like, grow to become a little bit more opinionated and speak their truth and speak their mind, and I think that's extremely valuable. But when I first started this 3 years ago, I remember there was so much pandering, dude. There was so much pandering and circle jerking, and that gave me a big reason why I wanted to start this channel. That's essentially the reason why I started the channel, and it's still the same reason that I'm making videos today, is to just be having music discussion, just talking about music, because I think that's way more exciting than just pandering and circle jerking and stuff. Yeah, I know I'm not the only honest one. I've seen, you know, other channels over the years be a little bit more open with their opinions, but there are problems that can happen with you being an honest reaction channel. So number one, it can hurt views. And that's essentially because if you're not playing by YouTube's rules and not pandering to the fan bases, you can be downvoted to oblivion, and hurting engagement will not be fed into the YouTube like algorithm, and your video won't be as popular. But the thing is, if you downvote a video, you're actually helping engagement. A lot of people don't realize that. So like the 1 or 2 person that's like subscribed to me, who's like downvotes all my videos, you're actually helping my videos, you dumbasses. Those people have no idea. But there becomes a certain point where you're getting too many downvotes though, and YouTube will realize, okay, this video is not a very good video. We don't want to feed it to people and suggest it to people, right? Example over here. All right, guys. So this is the back end of the YouTube screen. It's not all of it completely. Don't want to give you guys too much information, but as you can see, like the like and dislike ratio is at the right in terms of percentage. So I actually do pretty well, like 99%, 100%, 99%. So you should be hitting like 98%, 99%. That's the typical average for YouTubers. But if I keep scrolling down, oh, there's a 85%. That one is not doing too hot. 90%, not too hot either. And also, if I keep going down, 92%. So this is the video I actually want to talk about. But this video is at 552 thumbs up and 46 thumbs down. And the video is my reaction to Electric Callboy Spacemen. This video tanked in views. It did really poorly in views because, you know, when Electric Callboy like drops a new song, everyone jumps on board, right? Every reactor jumps on board, and I'm for sure guilty of that. But the thing is, I put in my title, the song is fun, but ... And people just react to titles. People don't actually watch the content. It's the same thing about reading headlines of the like news articles or something. People don't read the story. They just react to headlines. So my video was getting downvoted pretty fast. What was weird is when I put that video up, it was doing really well in views. And then it got up to 6,000 views in a few hours, which is like actually average for Electric Callboy. But then it just plateaued. It literally stopped growing, and I noticed that I had a good amount of like and dislike ratio, like more dislikes than usual. I can definitely tell that YouTube stopped feeding my video in the algorithm and started putting other people's videos in front, really hindering my views. So yeah, that video actually tanked because now it's sitting at 11,000 views, in comparison to Hypa, which is at 150,000 views or something like that. For those that don't know my thoughts about the song, it was actually pretty mild, my opinions about it too. I wasn't overly critical about it. Like I thought the song, it's pretty fun because Electric Callboy is just a fun band. I don't want them to be a serious band, but you know, the music video I thought wasn't as entertaining as their other songs, and I thought the song was pretty recycled. Like it felt so similar to We Got the Moves, and so I was a little bit critical about it. So yeah, it hurt my channel and hurt the views, and it begs the question, do I pander to like fan bases and pander to YouTube's algorithm for popularity and income in sacrificing, you know, who I am as a person? I feel like you guys know the answer to this, but I will always probably be true to myself because I actually don't care about popularity. If I do want to get really popular on YouTube and, you know, increase my income, you kind of have to pander to the fan bases, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. That's going to lead into my point number 2. It can hurt relationships with the bands. So if you're being an honest reaction channel it can definitely hinder possible opportunities that you might have with these bands. And like, I can't interview bands where I'm not liking their music, and your chances of having opportunities with certain bands will lower if you are critical about the music. But like, I started my channel, right, for music discussion. I want to promote the music and just have an open conversation about this. I didn't really start my channel to become friends with the bands, even though that'd be cool, but that's not what, you know, that's not what the channel's about. Also, I've noticed that bands will comment on like certain YouTube videos, right? If a band appreciates like a reaction, they will comment on a video, and then there's me who might have something critical to say. They won't leave a comment. So you can tell that bands don't really like hearing the criticism, but I also think the criticism is so fucking valuable. It's way more valuable than pandering and circle jerking, and the reason is growth. It's the only way that we grow as people, is to actually take criticism, fair criticism, right, and just grow with it. And like, I've obviously had my fair share of criticism as well over the years, man, especially at the beginning, my YouTube channel. I got so many heated comments, and especially I wasn't used to it at the beginning, man, but it's the only way for my channel to grow. Even like today, people might complain about the audio quality and stuff. I'm like, shit, that's something I gotta look into. And it's the only reason that I think my channel is like doing well, is that I've taken the feedback from so many people and my channel has grown. But you know, there's odd comments that just come in. Like, I think in my North Lane video, someone said your hair is annoying. I just kind of laughed it off. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Do I get a haircut to make you happier? You know, I think the point is like, criticism is extremely valuable to help the scene grow. Even for me as a YouTube content creator, it helps my channel grow and do better when I take that feedback as well. And again, that goes alongside point number 3 that I have, is that it helps my channel longevity. YouTube, what people don't realize about YouTube is that it's a mental game. Holy shit. It's not just uploading videos and that's it. It's way more than that. You can get like swamped by the numbers. And I try not to. At the beginning I used to, but lately I try not to give a shit about numbers and just upload the videos that I want to upload. But the point is that if I'm honest about my videos and I'm just like who I am as a person, and I'm not pandering to everyone and being fake with everyone, I know that's going to feel good to me, and it's going to make me, yeah, like my mental health is just going to be actually strong in the long run of YouTube, that I'm going to keep pumping out videos. And also, I think it's more fun when you guys subscribe to me. It's a little bit more interesting when like you don't know if I'm going to like or dislike a certain song. So each video is going to be a little bit different, because what's the fun in subscribing to someone who just has the same opinion about like every song, like in terms of music reactions, right? I think that's going to get dull really fast. So I think being an honest reaction channel, it helps my longevity. Number 4 point is toxic fan bases. Toxic fan bases are some of the hardest ones to have a critical, open discussion with. And I think we all know who these bands are. Like, I can ask you guys, and you guys can probably go off in the comments about certain bands that have the most toxic fan bases. Nightwish. Nightwish is brutal. That's why they call them the Nightwish Army. Dream Theater fans, Virginia Mutants is saying Dream Theater fans. Tool fans. Tool fans do not like me, that's for sure. And I kind of like Tool, so that kind of sucks. Meshuggah can be a little bit tough. And I'm going to add, if I scroll up, the video that is at 85%. So 140 thumbs down and 840 thumbs up. That is my reaction to CJ McCreery's new band. Yeah, so that was a controversial video, and I knew going into it that was going to be controversial, but people were asking for my reaction and review to it, and I guess be careful what you ask for, right? I'm going to give out my honest thoughts. To this day, I think the song is very mid. It's a very generic deathcore song. I still feel like I was somewhat fair with my opinion. But you know, it's okay to have a discussion. The discussion's important. I like that. I don't want it to be an echo chamber. And so that's the point. Like, I like seeing the comments that people disagree, but they're pretty tough, man. They're pretty tough. They pretty much have a wall. And my criticism with the song was that Lorna Shore, it sounds way too similar like Lorna Shore. And you can say that, you know, CJ McCreery kind of started this sound before Will even did, but sure. And I made a point in the Discord that, you know, Will tried to sound like CJ, and now CJ is trying to sound like Will. And I watched like a few of my other reactor buddies, and they all said the same thing. This song just sounds like Lorna Shore. Like, it's really weird structurally and tonality wise. It's the exact same. Because of that, I got downvoted quite a bit, but I also spoke my truth about how I felt about CJ McCreery's apology video. So people didn't like that either. But this video is actually doing pretty well in views, like almost 15,000. And the reason is 532 comments. It's getting a lot of engagement in comments, so YouTube is kind of still pumping that out. But if it was like, you know, 50 comments instead in this, YouTube would not be feeding my video. But I guess the point that I'm trying to say is that it's very hard to have discussions with certain fan bases. Certain fan bases will not give your videos a chance because they don't want to listen to your side of the story, and they just want to get their opinions validated. And that goes hand in hand. That what's that going to do to the band that you listen to? We want growth. It'd be cool if like CJ McCree's band does some really cool, exciting things, and like, you know, he grows as a person and everything. That's what I want. That'd be really cool. I just felt like that song was a miss for me. Again, it's cool in the comments that people are actually having opposing opinions, but the majority of comments that I saw were like, I knew if I were to reply to them, it would just be an argument. You know, they were pretty tough and they were one side just because of what their tone and everything. But yeah, so an issue with being an honest reaction channel is that you have to deal with some toxic fan bases. The last point that I have here is that echo chambers are just dangerous. They're so bad for us as humans, man. And this is more than just YouTube, but you know, just social media in general, man. Like, so I used to go on Reddit a lot back in the day, and I still like Reddit, but you have to agree with what's going on in the post. You can't have an opposing opinion. And as someone who used to go to on r/metalcore a lot, you can't say you dislike a song. You will get downvoted and your comment will get to the very bottom and also hidden. So Reddit is one of the worst places that you can have for music discussion or discussion in general. And that is so friggin' dangerous. We can even go hand in hand with what Elon Musk is doing with like buying out Twitter to encourage freedom of speech. Like, this is like a whole bigger deal, right? But like, you want to grow as an individual. You want opinions that challenge you as a person. You don't want to just have your opinions validated because you will never have conflicting thoughts. Stress kind of makes you become a better person. I guess, like, do you want a friend that smiles all the time and just blows smoke up your ass? Or do you want someone who's maybe a little bit harsh to you, but like, he's real? And the person that's harsh and real will stand by your side and give you the information that you may not want to hear at the time, but it helps you grow as a person, right? You want authenticity from people. You want realness. So I guess the point of all this is like, when someone has an opinion that challenges you, you should try to listen to it from their perspective. And like, doesn't mean you have to agree with their opinion, but understand like no one thinks the exact same way as you. Always be honest and true to who you are, and I think people will always respect that. I think it's extremely important to be authentic to who you are as a person, be true to yourself. People will respect that. If people will challenge you for sure, but again, I think that's the only way that we grow as people, is to have our opinions challenged. Hopefully a lot of this made sense, but yeah, it's tough being an honest reaction channel. And like I said, I could definitely be more popular if I did some pandering, but that's not who I am. I think, again, it's just important to be real. It always is for anything that you do in life. But yeah, this could be just word vomit here, guys, but let's hear what you guys have to say. I agree with you so much on that video, Spaceman. I love that song. It was awesome. Went on repeat, but got the feeling. Yes, here comes the breakdown. Yes, have heard, believe me. I don't think Electric Callboy did anything wrong, but they found their way. So props to them, but it was the feeling that I have heard this song before. Yeah, so with Electric Callboy, yeah, exactly. There were some people that agree with me, but even the people that disagree with me, that's fine. That's totally fine. It's the music discussion that I like. It just more sucks that YouTube wouldn't feed that video. I don't like the people who just downvote. I guess is another point that I'm trying to make. I don't like people who just downvote but don't leave comments. Hey, if you disagree with me, like, let me know. I think that's cool. Just be polite, and you know, I might reply back. And that's a big reason with the CJ McCreery video, I am not looking at those comments, because the ones that I've read are very tonality. They have a wall up and they don't want to listen to anything opposing. But with Electric Callboy, some people were like, no, this song's fun. I enjoy their style. I don't want them to be serious. I'm like, cool. Yeah, I think that's cool too. This is just my opinion. That's your opinion, but agree to disagree kind of thing.